Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Today I want to talk about cluster B relationships. It's a bit borderline, it's a bit narcissist, it's a bit all of it mixed into one. Now, something that comes to me a lot in DMs, comments, messages, whatever you like, is this general theme of people who aren't cluster B coming to me and saying things like, my cluster B ex has just left me. I still love them. How do I get them back? Right? Now, I keep saying time and time again, I don't know how you get your ex back. I don't know why they left you. Maybe you're horrible in smell. I don't know. Right? So, first of all, that question's a non starter. But that's not what I'm here to address. This is a bigger problem that I think is happening in the world that, hey, let's see if we can put it. I am the voice of authority on this after all, right? So, the common factor in all these people who come to me, or a common factor, is that they all come with this long list of stuff that their ex has done to them. Well, she does this, he did that. There was this time when she destroyed everything. There was this time I thought he was going to kill me. That's a bit extreme, but you get my point. There's this whole long list of stuff. And when they then tell me all this list of horrible things their ex has done, they then say, but I still love them and I want them back. And the question that always seems to stump people is, why? Why do you want that person back in your life after they've done this whole long list of things, of horrible? Each one in itself is a reason to break up with someone, and you've got a list of them, and you're coming to me telling me that you still love this person and you want them back. And I'm confused. I am confused, YouTube. I don't know what's going through people's minds when they do that. It does sound somewhat familiar, right? Because I've had that thing. I've had that feeling where someone's left you and you just want them back. But I have BPD, right? I have all the fear of abandonment. I have the fear that I'm not lovable, that I can't be liked, that no one wants me anyway. I have all this stuff that makes me cling on to people. I romanticize relationships. There's a whole video on it, Romantic Obsession. Go and watch that one, right? Where I think that everything is perfect and wonderful and this person is perfect and wonderful, and I can overlook shortcomings in relationships just to be in a relationship. And it sounds exactly like what all these people coming to me are doing. And yet they're saying it's my ex that's cluster B. I'm fine. And I don't think you are. Right? I don't think you are. Now, I'm not diagnosing anyone with borderline personality disorder. I'm not saying if you feel like that, you've got BPD too. That's not what I'm saying. But it does demonstrate some sort of not inappropriate behavior, but harmful, self-harming behavior, because here are people who are so desperate to be with a person who treats them badly that they're willing to overlook being treated badly. And that makes no sense. If you're healthy, if you have a good sense of self-worth and all of that sort of thing, why are you trying to be in a relationship with someone who treats you in a way you don't like being treated? Now, this isn't a kind of like, well, if your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever has BPD, break up with them immediately. We can't be in relationships. That's not at all what I'm saying. I want to be very clear on that. But it's fair to say that there are some of us who are not on a healing journey or are just starting it, and we can be a nightmare. And there comes a point where our nightmarish behavior is something that the person who isn't cluster B has to protect themselves from. It's that long list of things, that long list of bad things that we do. There's only so much somebody should have to put up with, right? And if we've left, that's their get out of jail free card. right? You don't have to put up with all the bad stuff that we do anymore because we've left. We're inherently not someone else's problem. And I think some people feel somewhat responsible for us, or like they have to fix us or something like that, or that we will magically become fixed and become this dream person that they're hoping will become. Now, don't date someone for what you think they might become, right? In any way, right? Whether it's a personality thing, whether you think they'll lose weight, whether you think they'll get a job, whatever, date someone for who they are right now. And dating someone means that you enjoy being with them, that being with them is better than not being with them. And it means that while you enjoy that, your life does not depend on it. Like, you aren't there regardless of how you're treated just to be there, surely, right? And so this problem with how do you get my borderline ex back? How do I get my narcissistic ex back? Whatever. Don't is my advice. Don't. Because they aren't this person that you want them to be all the time, right? I have ups and downs, and I'm just me. I'm not perfect. I'm not a 10 out of 10. I'm not this dream person that's suddenly going to get better and be able to do all the things that I presently can't do. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen with your ex either. They aren't suddenly not borderline anymore. Maybe if they've gone through therapy, if they've gone through treatment, if they've done something to actually heal themselves, to get better, to deal with those traits and those problems that bug you or harm you in some way. But why would you go back? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, right? And so why would you go back to somebody who treats you badly, regardless of the reason why they're treating you badly? Now, I get that you might have met somebody that when it's great, right? And that's brilliant. And I've been caught up in that myself in the past, right? You know, when it's great. And you want to keep going for those good times because those good times are just so good. But there's those bad times, those dark times with the screaming and the crying and the banging things and the storming off and all of this stuff. And it's possible to have one without the other. Right? And I would put this to you, that if you're having one without the other, one with the other, if you had the good times and the dark times, right? We talk about good times and bad times in relationships. The dark times are supposed to be external factors, not internal factors. But if you're with someone who you have the good times and the horrible times with, maybe you're not with the right person, regardless of why you're having these bad times with somebody. Because you can have relationships where you just have good times and normal times, and where the bad things that happen are external things that happen to both of you, you and them against the world kind of stuff. Not they're crazy. Not that kind of stuff. Not they keep cheating on me, or they keep calling me names, or they do all these other horrible things that they do, right? That's not necessarily even cluster B stuff. And so why go back to it? I don't get it. Unless you're also suffering from this fear of abandonment, this need to be in a relationship rather than a desire to be in a good relationship. It's a weird one, and I don't get it. And I'm open to suggestion. I'm open to explanation, because everyone I ask shuts down. Everyone I confront with this and I say, why do you want to go back? They just giggle and they go, well, I love him. That's not an answer. Right? Loving someone doesn't have to be an unconditional thing. Your partner is not your children. Right? A relationship is supposed to make you happy. It's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to be good for you. And so, even if they're cluster B, and that's why they're how they are, Why go back to that? Anyway, I think I've said my piece on this. Thank you for watching and staying with me this far. If you'd like to book one-to-one sessions and ask me again why your ex won't come back to you, then you can do that at earlymorningbarking.com. Also, don't forget to support me on Patreon and here on YouTube. In fact, you can do a YouTube membership. They're both the same thing, just on different platforms. I think that's everything for now. Watch out for me on TikTok and Twitter and all that. Links in the description below. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.